Please don't flag this video to get demonetized because we will be doing something slightly shocking. Each of us picked the most problematic card we could come up with and built the perfect deck to break it as much as possible. Then we stacked our libraries and our opening hands in a flawless order to be able to crack these cards as far as they go. You are about to witness some of the most broken games of Magic you have ever seen.
Rock, paper, scissors, probiotic, yogurt, shoot!
Oh no, I should have known you always go for probiotic yogurt. It's so good for gut health.
It's also good for starting the game.
So you go first, and we have stacked our libraries to be perfect. Any card we've wanted, we put it in that order. And let's see what you're going first with.
My weapon of choice is Nadu.
Nadu is a card famous for ruining multiple formats and getting banned many times. It's just a bird that gives you benefits when your creatures are targeted, but due to some weird text error, it doesn't only happen twice per turn. It happens twice per turn per creature. This is one of the most famous design mistakes in the game and one that will be tremendously tough to beat in a stacked deck.
So I'm gonna play a Cavern of Souls, which makes a mana. If I make a colored mana, the creature I cast with can't be countered.
So I can't even counter your Nadu.
No. I will exile an Elfish Spirit Guide for a green mana. And for that green mana, I will cast a Soul Ring. Of course.
You always have it on turn 1.
Yeah.
Even when you sack your library.
Rigged, I call. For that Soul Ring mana and the blue from Cavern of Souls, I will make another green mana from another Elfish Spirit Guide and then cast a Nadu. Nadu is a 3 mana 3/4. It has flying, but I think that was never relevant. Creatures you control have. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. This ability only triggers twice each turn.
Per creature.
Per creature. This was the fatal arrow.
Luckily, you only have one creature.
For the last remaining mana, I cast a Shoku, which is an equipment which equips for 0. It could make you coffee. It wouldn't matter. The only thing it is equips for 0. Which means I target my Nadu for 0.
And what's happening here?
So I'm going to trigger it. First, I'm going to show you a Dryad Arbor, which is a land that enters the battlefield.
So because you paid 0 to equip onto Nadu, and this was targeted, you reveal the top card.
Correct.
If it's a land,
comes into play. It's in play. It's also a creature, so that means I can equip twice more. Now it's equipped, but I can equip it again. That's how equipment works. So I'm going to equip it on itself again.
It's going to shift arms.
Yes.
Take the glove off, put it on the other hand.
Second trigger, I'll reveal the top card. Oh, it's a land. Also creature.
I was like, what are the odds? You stacked your deck, it's true.
Now, I will equip the Arbor because Nadu already was equipped twice. Can't be equipped anymore.
It's good.
Okay, I will show you a Springheart Nantuku. This is not a land, so it goes to my hand, but it has enchanted creature gets +1/+1. It's in bestow thing. It can be enchanted to a creature. And then whenever land enters the battlefield, I may pay 2 mana to make a copy of the creature. If I don't do that, I get a 1/1. So that means whenever I put a land to the play, I also get a creature, and that creature can be equipped twice for more lands.
So this will allow you to have infinite Shuko triggers, possibly infinite creatures.
Infinite mana, infinite damage, infinite life. I mean, I'm just spoiling, but you know.
This is where I stop you.
Infinite.
Before you take a 75-minute turn, because you'll have to read all the cards, because this is how we do it in videos.
Yeah.
I'm going to exile a Simian Spirit Guide from my hand. If I exile this monkey, I get a red.
Yeah, it's the monkey for the elf.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but for red. I will exile another one.
Okay.
I have 2 red floating.
So far I'm with you.
Yeah, I did the same thing as you did. Then I play a Nadu. No. This is going to look a little bit weird. I'm going to pay 2 life. I'm at 18. You're winning. Congratulations. To deal you 1 damage.
You're right. That's a little bit weird.
With this on the stack, it's not resolved yet. You're still at 20.
Okay.
I will deal 2 damage to myself again.
You just play 60 gut shots.
No, I can't because I deal myself 2 every time I deal you 1.
Just after the 9th one, you go like, I think I miscounted.
Because gut shot is just deal 1 damage to target creature or player. But I need to pay 2 life to make it free.
Sure.
So this one is targeting you, and this one, let's make it equal. It's targeting me. Remember my 2 floating mana. I'm going to use it now.
Okay.
You know how I thought it was fair how I was targeting you with 1 damage and I was targeting me with 1 damage? I've changed my mind. I'll play Tibalt's Trickery on the gut shot targeting me.
Okay.
Tibalt's Trickery is an instant. It's one of the rare red counter spells. Counter target spell. It's countered.
Oh. Okay.
Well done, me. Choose 1, 2, or 3 at random.
3.
Okay. Done. Its controller mills that many cards. 1, 2, 3. All these cards go in my graveyard. Then, exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card with a different name than that spell. they may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then they put the Exiles card on the bottom in any order.
So no gut shots.
No gut shots.
No gut shots.
Only. Not a mountain. Not a mountain. Not a mountain. Why are who stacked this deck? Why did they put so many mountains in this deck? What an odd decision. Maybe they just really like talking and thought that if they put a bunch of mountains, they get to talk a little bit more, a little bit longer, until they wonderfully hit this world fire. This is a sorcery, but I get to play it now because I'm playing it with Tibalt's Trickery, and this is fun. Because remember the gut shot that is still on the stack targeting you?
Yeah.
Before that, I will cast World Fire, which is a fun commander card. And on the salt list, because usually when you're playing commander, you're like, oh, aren't we having fun? Aren't we having a great time building up this storyline and this game where there's a lot of politics and cards that were played? Well, let's exile all permanents. Thank you very much.
Exiled.
Exile all cards from hands and graveyards. Each player's life total becomes 1.
Wait, no, but we keep our library?
Maybe you'll draw an out.
No.
This resolves. I would like to do 1 damage with gut shot.
I see the problem now.
Is that it? Did I just win?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, Nadu! Well, I don't know how I ever beat Nadu, but now we have Tomer from MTG Goldfish, a famously creative brewer all the way from Canada who came with a special card that is banned in multiple formats, and its friend, which is at the tippy top of the EDHREC list of most salty cards.
Rock, paper, scissors, probiotic yogurts. I should have made probiotic yogurt.
It always wins!
Ah.
So I go first. It's
right.
very powerful in this format because we stacked our deck.
But I actually kind of go first before you because I have a card that I can play from my hand immediately. Bam! Leyline of Anticipation. I forget what the text is. Oh, if it's in my starting hand, I could just put it into play. And then it says that all my cards have flash.
I'm going to play Mountain.
I'll allow it.
Can't respond to a line being played. But you can respond to me suspending this rip.
Ah, that's cute. It's 3 damage.
It's a sorcery, and it just says deal 3 damage to target creature or player. And spoilers, you're the player. But if I suspend it, I pay 1 red, and it just goes in a little waiting hiding spot. And it's gonna wait till next turn. I'll remove a suspend counter, cast it, deal 3 to you, and I promise you now that 3 damage is gonna win me the game.
My turn, comrade.
Our turn.
What I will do first, I'm gonna play Mana Crypt. It's a 0 mana artifact. It has a downside, don't worry about it. The main important thing is that you can tap it to add 2 colorless mana.
I think this is the first time ever I've had anyone else play a Mana Crypt on the end of my first turn.
And then I'm gonna play another free spell. For 0 mana, I'll play Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal, 0 mana artifact. You can tap it, sacrifice it, and add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And I'm going to sacrifice the Lotus Petal for blue. I'm gonna tap the Mana Crypt for 2 colorless mana. And then I'm going to sacrifice the Mana Crypt to cast Tinker. Tinker says, when you play it, sacrifice an artifact, this Mana Crypt. And it says, search your library for an artifact card and put that card onto the battlefield, shuffle your library afterwards. So I'm gonna go, whoop.
As I noticed, you have no more artifacts.
No more artifacts.
You have this Tinker on the sack that's gonna get you a random artifact, but I don't want to see it.
Why not?
It could prevent me from winning the game. So I'll exile the Simian Spirit Guide. It'll add 1 red mana. I'll do it again. I'm going to pay 2 life, going down to 18. To gut shot, heal.
I'll take it.
Like a champ.
Ouch.
That may seem like a bad plan, and that is why I will choose to counter it. I will attempt to counter my own gut shot with this Tibalt's Trickery. Pick a number
ahead.
between 1 and 3.
4. 2.
And then I will reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a card that is not a gut shot, but not a land. It'll be World Fire. Tibalt's Trickery will allow me to cast it for free.
Okay, well, I'm going to respond to that. So you casted 4 spells now, right?
Yes, they were beautiful.
That's awesome. Well, I have another free spell that I can cast. Mindbreak Trap. It's an instant trap card, which you have activated. If an opponent casts 3 or more spells this turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the spell's mana cost. And it says, exile any number of target spells. I would like to exile your World Fire, please.
Well done.
All right. Can this resolve now?
Yeah, is it going to go get a creature with 1 toughness?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
I lied. I'm going to search my library for an artifact and put it onto the battlefield. Well, what do you know? It's a Blightsteel Colossus.
It's like you stacked your deck.
Maybe. It's an 11/11 Trample Infect. It's indestructible. And then if you do manage to kill it somehow, it just gets shuffled back into my library.
I'll try.
My turn, comrade?
I'll pass to
Okay.
our next turn.
I'll draw. I don't need it. 11 Infect.
What happens when you hit someone with 11 Infect?
It deals damage in the form of poison counters. So instead of doing 11 damage to you, lowering your life total, it does 11 poison counters. When you have 10 or more poison counters, you just lose the game.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have lost
Good
the
game.
game. Well, that is not a game I will write to my mother home about. Toma really shocked us with that concoction of his. Luckily, we have Cardmarket's smartest man on the job. Jamin has come to the table with the most absurd 60 cards he could possibly shuffle up.
So because I picked probiotic yogurt, I go first.
How do I forget about it?
I'll start things off pretty chill. Tolarian Academy, it just taps for 1 blue for each artifact I control. Currently 0.
Doesn't
so don't
even
worry about
it doesn't even generate any mana,
It's
Tomer.
garbage. For 0 mana, a Mana Crypt, it taps for 2 colorless. That's an artifact, by the way. Tap this for 2 colorless. We'll spend 1 of that to cast Soul Ring.
Of course.
Another artifact that taps for 2. And then let's play a Lotus Petal, because why not? You can sacrifice it to make 1 mana of any color. And look at that! Tolarian Academy now taps for 3
Suddenly
blue
3
mana. So we'll just do that. We'll cast Tinker. We'll sacrifice the Mana Crypt. We'll search our library for any artifact and put it onto the battlefield. Blightsteel Colossus, just a chill
How handy.
11/11 Trample Infect. So if I hit you once, you die. Yeah, if you don't have any responses, I guess I'll pass
I
to
don't.
you.
Tomer, I heard you're fond of goldfishes, of the MTG kind.
I am known to dabble.
I'll show you exactly what it means to goldfish in MTG. I'll play a Cavern of Souls.
Oh, no.
It's a land, and as it enters the battlefield, I choose a creature type. In this case, Merfolk, and I can add 1 mana of any color to spend on a Merfolk that will then become uncounterable. For now, I'll show you a different kind of creature. I'll show you 2 elves. Elvish Spirit Guide is a 3 mana 2/2 that I can exile from my hand to add 1 green mana to my mana pool, alright? And I'll use that mana to cast Mana Morphose, 2 mana instant that lets me add 2 mana of any color to my mana pool. I will add 1 black and 1 blue mana to my mana pool. And I'll add a 2nd blue mana to my mana pool to spend it on an uncounterable Thassa's Oracle. For anyone that doesn't know what Thassa's Oracle does,
I'm very familiar.
Thassa's Oracle is a 2 mana 1/3 Merfolk wizard that says when it enters the battlefield, I look at the top X cards of my library, where X is my devotion to blue, so my mana pips in blue. On the battlefield, I put 1 of them on top and the rest on the bottom. And if X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game. All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3. No, okay, my library is too large.
I think we're safe.
But with the trigger on the stack, I will use my final black mana to cast an instant called Demonic Consultation. It's an instant that says, name a card, remove the top 6 cards of your library from the game, and reveal the next card to all players. If it's the card named, put it into your hand. If not, you repeat that process until you find the card that you named. So I will...
Whoa! That's your 3rd spell cast this turn, right?
It is, it is.
Thankfully, I have the answer. I'm going to try and cast Mindbreak Trap, targeting your Demonic Consultation. Exile any number of target spells. If an opponent has cast 3 or more spells this turn, which you did, it only costs 0 mana.
You walked straight into my trap card.
Oh, you have an answer?
Actually, I have to correct myself because like the trap, you couldn't avoid the trap, so you did walk into it, but not. Anyways, I'll counter your counterspell.
No!
I'll cast Flare of Denial. I may sacrifice a non-token blue creature, which is this Thassa's Oracle, rather than pay this spell's mana cost to counter target spell.
Yep.
Alright, so I name any card.
Any card.
I'll name a card, and I think there's a card that's called You Are Already Dead. And that applies to you, Tomer. No joke, that's an actual card name.
That's ominous.
So I'll remove the top 6 cards of my library from the game, and then there's none.
I think
there's 0.
You made the deck. You know if it's in there, hopefully.
And then there's still this ominous Thassa's Oracle trigger on this deck, which says, if my library is less than or equal to my devotion to blue, I win the game!
You have no library.
Woo!
Good game. Well done.
Alright, Jamin got Tomer good here. An uncountable Thassa's Oracle with counterspell backup is hard to beat. But we can end this video on a Thassa's Oracle win because we love fun. So Thoralf is going to come back with a vengeance and a deck that hopefully will save the end of the video.
Probiotic yogurt, damn it!
I will start the game, and I will also start the game by playing a Leyline of Anticipation. All my spells are flash.
Mine don't.
And for my main phase, I play a single land. It's a Cephalid Coliseum. It makes a blue, deals me 1 damage, but also if I have 7 cards in my graveyard, I can make a player draw 3 cards and discard 3 cards.
Alright, well, I don't intend to deal myself any damage with my lands. Instead, I'll play a good land. Cavern of Souls, which makes my Merfolk uncounterable. I will also exile 1 Elvish Spirit Guide from my hand to make 1 green and then another one for 2nd green mana. Cast a Mana Morphose, which will add 1 black and 1 blue mana to my mana pool. So now I have 1 blue and 1 black mana in my mana pool. I will tap this Cavern of Souls for 2nd blue mana and cast an uncounterable Thassa's Oracle.
I'll counter it.
That's not how this game works.
Okay.
So now it triggers, and with the trigger on the stack, I will use my remaining 1 black mana to cast a Demonic Consultation. May I exile my library?
What are you naming?
I'm naming Colossal Dreadmaw.
You play no Colossal Dreadmaw in your deck?
No, unfortunately not. The only creatures I have are Elves and Merfolks.
It's gonna cost you.
Alright, I win the game?
No. If you actually, you would have maybe won if you have played a Colossal Dreadmaw. My cards have flash.
You don't... Yes.
Trigger on this deck.
Okay.
I will cast a Lineside Diamond.
I am suspicious. Is that an important card to you?
It makes 3 mana. If I discard my hand...
Okay, I'll counter it. Flare of Denial, I can sack a non-token blue creature to counter a spell. Do you have another one?
I actually don't have any spell I can cast in my hand. So I'm gonna cycle Streeter. Cycles means I discard it, pay 2 life, and draw a card. I'll go to 18 and draw a card. I will cycle Streeter and go to 16 and draw a card. I will cycle Streeter, go to 14, draw a card. I will cycle Streeter, go to 12, draw a card. Now at 12.
Yeah, we're 40% there.
I will cast a Lotus Spell. It makes a blue.
Alright.
I will cast a Lotus Spell.
Okay, wait, stop. Is that an important card to you? I'll counter it. I'll cast the Mind Break Trap. Since you cast 3 or more spells this turn, I may pay 0 rather than paying its mana cost. And I exile any number of target spells. This one. Are you a spell?
No.
Okay, then only the Lotus Petal.
Which leaves me at the point where I cast a Lotus Spell. I'll make a black. So now I have blue and a black. I use the blue.
Yeah.
As you've noticed, I now have 7 cards in my graveyard.
Oh.
Remember, if I have Threshold, which means I have 7 cards in my graveyard, a player draws 3 cards and discards 3 cards. It was intended for me, but now I realize you don't have a library.
I don't.
So I would like you to draw 3 cards.
Can we just quickly resolve this trigger before
Sounds
doing
like
that thing?
bad. I want you to draw 3 cards.
Okay, I'll try to draw 3 cards from my empty library, but as it is in Magic, when you draw from an empty library, you lose the game. So I guess that's it. So that proves, wait, what even was your problematic card?
Shooter, of course.
You didn't even play that!
Yeah, it's very salty.
Maybe I should have just waited out to see what your deck does rather than this.
That's how problematic she is. I didn't even need to draw a flavor. Don't play Shooter. Oh, play Shooter.